at the Israel Day Parade. One guy dressed in all black held up this sign that just says, "Kill hostages now."
Oh, wow. Aggressive.
Pretty insane sign.
If you have that sign, you better have the balls to go without the ski mask.
Oh yeah.
Good morning and welcome to episode 1474 of Hard Factor. It is Monday, May 31st, 2024. Sorry, it is Monday, June 3rd, 2024. Sorry about that. My sheet's all fucked up over here. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80-ish% accuracy guaranteed, just like the date right there. You see, but I did correct it. Everything you need to know in 40-ish minutes or less. But if you need more, go to patreon.com/hardfactor. Today, let us know if you're having any issues getting the podcast this week on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever. We're finalizing the move to Megaphone right now, so it's great. We keep the video shows on Spotify, better sponsors with Podglomerate, new marketing partners, but just let us know.
It turns out our back catalog's a little girthy with 1,474 shows, so it took longer than a one day, so it's going to finish early this week.
So turn on auto download so you can re-listen to all of those. They're fantastic, and you'll help the boys too. And then you'll also make sure you get your podcast right away as we're on the new platform.
Strong base in that back catalog. It's like Pat's thighs.
Yep. Mm-hmm. You're going to want to auto download those for sure. Yeah. The news today, what we're talking about, we got protests with Mark.
Another strong base is the Pro-Palestine crew. We're going to get into some stuff they got into this weekend.
Nice. Well, kind of.
They didn't kill anyone, so
yeah.
There's that. Yeah. But
okay, nice.
We'll learn shenanigans. Yeah.
We'll learn. We've got magnet fishing with Pat.
Big time. And happy birthday to Kate.
Oh, hell yeah.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Kate.
Wish her a birthday on the social.
Oh, also happy birthday to all gay people. Pride Month.
Yeah, I covered that.
Multiple days into Pride Month.
Shout out to
But it's our first show.
It's our first show in Pride Month, though. So
yes.
I got the happy birthday to all gay people first. Just wanted to put that out.
I had it written down in my story too, so I was going to say it second, but that's fine.
It's really Tony's joke from the Discord. Patreon.com/hardfactor to get in there. We got cruise ships with Wes.
Yeah, one of the most hilarious pranks I've heard in a long time happened to a family and totally ruined their vacation, which, wasn't very nice, but
sounds funny.
It's funny.
Fantastic. Love a good prank. And then I've got some oddities to close it out.
Hell yeah.
We like to keep people updated with those, right?
Let's do it. Look, we're all four here. Let's do it. Let's get you going with the news. So things weren't great over the weekend. Referring to like the Israel Palestine stuff.
Referring to the Middle East. Yeah.
Yeah.
Another bad weekend in the Middle East.
And over here, but yes, and it is Pride Month. Happy Pride Month. Happy Pride Month, Pat.
Oh, thanks, man.
Singling Pat out for a reason there?
Nope.
Oh,
no, not at all. Happy Pride Month to everyone. So Sykes is the pro-Palestinian protesters, pro-Palestine protesters. What you got there, Pat?
I got a banner that someone sent me.
Ooh.
What's it say?
Beautiful.
Communism.
Communism banner.
Oh, whoa. Space, communism, fully automated luxury gay. Wow,
whoa.
That's pretty cool. It's like a CCP.
Wow.
It's everything I'm into.
Rainbow
fun sign.
Cool. Hey, by the way, the great folks the listeners who have sent us stuff through Throne, those weren't ass chains the other day. Turns out they're chest chains, but my neck is far too large, far too thick to put it on, but it does fit my wife. So thank you for whoever sent it. So.
Nice. Well, you're getting all the gifts because your address is the only one in there for throne.com. So
also somebody sent me this great PBS LSD shirt.
Again, might not be for you. You're the only address in there. But
okay.
Well, getting all the
on. They don't have any notes. They don't have any notes in them. So I know.
We're working through that with Throne, but
someone sent me $100.
Yeah.
Oh no! Hey, everybody, go to Hard Factor's page on Throne right now, because then you can send it to me, and then
yeah.
I won't.
It's the right people. But psych on the gay pride, happy Pride Month, says the pro-Palestinian protesters in Philadelphia who allegedly confronted and halted the Philly Pride Parade on the corner of 11th and Locust Streets this weekend around 10:30 a.m. on Sunday. I got a clip for you. Here it is. This is you're first going to see the Pride people in Philly, and then they get stopped by the Palestine group. Here you go. Coming away. Okay.
Like your guys with Pride, right?
That guy was huge. Huge bear.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Now I see the head. Okay. Are they trying to mash up? Are they trying to like combine forces, or
they wanted to stop and let them know that they're running the streets, I think, and then like if you want to join us, you can. But like more important than your Pride Parade is our parade, our protest.
I'm back on the Jews side again now.
I don't know, but that dude, that slogan's so catchy. Free Palestine, free Palestine. That rolls. That does roll.
It was a banger, yeah.
Of a protest. How rude to take over a gay pride parade, though.
Well, also Palestine. You got to think. What's Hamas's view on Pride Month?
Kill them all, probably.
Probably not a fan. Probably not a fan.
It's a weird match.
It's a weird Isn't the whole situation a separation of Hamas and Palestine? Isn't that the idea of the whole situation?
Well, sure. Yeah, but at the same time, isn't Hamas like they're fighting for like the?
Didn't they vote for them, Pat? Didn't they vote for Hamas?
No, it's like they're fighting on behalf of Palestine, and they're religious fundamentalists, right? So I would imagine maybe not cool with Pride Month.
Yeah, but I think I don't think they're saying Hamas.
No, not at all.
Sure, no, but
read between the lines, though, Pat. You know what I mean?
No, but do you think
I just
Pride Month is like a? Do you think Rafah's doing Pride Month right now?
The left are eating their own. I don't know why they're saying that. Why don't you just be fired up that
I didn't say the left are eating their own. I said
that's
the Palestine crew.
A lot of tweets were saying that. I'm just saying
stopping the Pride crew.
That it's less sidey. It's like you can go drop your protest anywhere, even in front of Pride Month.
I think the Palestine people just are like, not letting anyone have any fun, not while kids are dying.
That's
not while kids are dying. That's what they're doing.
Now, parade situation, yeah.
Free Palestine is catchy, but not as catchy or as fun is the sign that a pro-Palestine protester held up in New York City, different city, not Philadelphia, at the Israel Day Parade, which I'm not condoning, but that at least makes a little more sense for the Palestine protesters to show up and confront them, the Philly Pride Parade. So they showed up to the New York City Israel Day Parade, and one guy dressed in all black held up this sign that just says, "Kill hostages now."
Oh, wow. Aggressive.
Pretty insane sign.
If you have that sign, you better have the balls to go without the ski mask, because like if you're going to say something that aggressive, you better just put your face out.
Well, Pat, there's only like one side of hostages. See, the hostages are the Israelis. Now, there are prisoners of war that Israel's captured a Palestinian, and they're still bombing and killing a ton of civilians. But there's no hostages in Israel. The hostages are the Israelis in Gaza. See, so he's saying kill the Israeli hostages. There's not which. It's one side has hostages. Another nutbag at that protest held up a message on her phone, kind of in the same style as headbands, that fun game. Where you're like an animal or a historical figure, but you can't see it, but everyone else can.
Yeah.
You hold it up. You're like, "Hey, look, am I a cat?" But her headband said that she's a psychopath. And her message said, "They're not coming home." Again, referring to the hostages.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay.
The 121 hostages over there. They're upset. They're upset. I get that. Lots of atrocities and innocent children. Women, men, and elderly people are dying in Gaza. It's not good at all. I'm not real sure how those signs help matters, but okay. More bad news for Israelis this weekend. The Maldives, popular destination spot. The Maldives, ever heard of it?
Oh, yeah,
heard it's beautiful. Yeah,
is that the one with the docks? All the docks,
right? Yeah, because it's very low. It's like a ton of islands. Yeah.
By the way, Pat, I saw a dock as long as the one in Naples in California in a documentary over the weekend. I was like, that dock is definitely
California's got
some long ones,
impressive docks.
Right. Yeah. Shout out Florida Man Friday this past week. Patreon.com/HardFactor3. We're talking about a girl who was banging her boyfriend on the dock in Naples and jumped off it, and we're like, that's so dumb. But then it's one of the longest docks I've ever seen.
Screwing on the dock of the bay. Yes. So anyways, the other bad news is the Maldives. Ever heard of it? They announced that they announced that they're about to announce a ban on all Israelis over the war in Gaza. They're not allowed to vacation there anymore.
Oh no.
No
Wow.
Jews.
Wow,
No
it's
Jews
tough
in Maldives.
for Israel.
Yeah.
Like the 4 people that vacation in the Maldives, well, maybe like 400.
11,000 Israelis vacation in the Maldives. I did the research, guys. Last year.
A fancy destination.
Totaling just under 1% of their tourism, but that ends now, said the Maldives.
So are they banning only people that are coming from Israel or all Jews?
Well, I don't think they're going to be nice to like U.S. Jews that come over there, but specifically a passport from Israel is no longer allowed.
Israelis no longer allowed in the Maldives. Take that, Israel. That's going to hurt the 11,000 that went there.
I mean, it is a nice place, but Biden and U.S. officials did say this weekend that they're confident that the U.S. proposed 3-pronged 6-week ceasefire that they hope will bring a permanent end to the war will be accepted by Israel if Hamas accepts it. So to be clear, neither side has accepted it yet.
Which attempt is this? Which number?
It's the current one.
Okay, yeah. So, a lot of iterations of this thing.
This one involves a deluge of humanitarian aid being allowed to help those in need and a hostage for prisoner exchange. That's where you get the two confused there, Pat. Hostage prisoners exchange, amongst other things. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You need time to go in and see how many you've wiped out. You know, you need to.
So wait, hold on.
Assessment period.
Israel. Wait. Hold up. So Israel has prisoners of war.
Yeah.
Hamas has hostages.
Correct.
Right.
That's literally the what they're going with that.
That's what's happening. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They're going with that spin on the narrative that a prisoner of war is not a hostage.
Well,
only a hostage is a hostage.
Well, no, prisoner of war is like a militant. A hostage is like a
hostage, not a non-civilian, non-civilian.
Non-civilian.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But for now, the war is on, and no one can parade in city streets without meeting the wrath of the PPP, the pro-Palestinian protesters, not to be confused with the PPP, the Philly Pride Parade, who the Palestinian protesters in Philly chanted at, saying PPP, KKK, IOF, they're all the same. So they lumped the Philly Pride people in with the Klan and the Israeli occupied forces, assuming that's the PPP they were yelling about, unless it was again themselves, the pro-Palestinian protesters, not to be confused with OPP, which is other people's pussy. Yeah. And every last homie is down with that.
Privates.
Got it?
But I mean,
damn, there's some lumping in going on over there. So I mean, I've never seen lumping like this.
Very confusing. I'm sure they know what they're talking about, though.
Live commenter Travis Klinger lumped himself in. He says, "I've banned myself from vacationing in the Maldives financially." So,
yeah, exactly. Call me an Israeli citizen. Yep. I'm not going either. Here, look, we here at Hard Factor are for the end of all wars. I'm pretty sure, right?
I mean, war is horrible,
big time,
right? I think we all agree.
Big time.
That's not good. It's
hope that everything and everyone calms down, which leads me to our show's sponsor today, who it seems like a whole lot of people could benefit from, BetterHelp. I've been getting more and more stressed the older I get. It's not just one thing. And, you know, we all carry around different stressors, big and small. We're human, right? Life can be tough. When we keep things bottled up, it can start to affect us negatively, though, which is not good. Therapy is a safe space to get things off your chest and to figure out how to work through whatever's weighing you down. Therapy is not just for people who have experienced major trauma. It's for everyone. And it's helpful for learning positive coping skills, how to set boundaries in your life. It empowers you to be the best version of yourself. And if you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Get it off your chest with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/HardFactor today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/HardFactor.
Hell yeah. I don't know if we talked about it. Maybe we did a little bit, but I got a magnet rig for fishing, and went out on the docks to do a little bit of magnet fishing here in Chicago. My hope was to find a gun, but we didn't find anything. I told the boys it was like the opening sequence of the montage of Bubblegum Shrimp Company being founded.
2 or 3 more, and you can have yourself a cocktail.
Exactly, Will. We found a screw, a nail, 2 bags of what I really hope was mud, and a fishing lure. So not much, okay? Not much, but we only went out one time. It was relaxing.
How many tosses?
Oh, 100 tosses. A lot of tosses. Well, that's all you got?
I mean, that's 100. That's like casting 100 times.
No, I'm saying all you got was a few screws. Like, did you sure your magnets were set up correctly?
It's a magnet.
Questioning
a magnet.
The rig.
100 tosses, and you got a couple screws.
Mark, I would love if you'd come magnet fishing with us. I would love it more than anything.
I don't know. We put out a little video, and Wes and I found a few more than screws in the hour we went.
Right.
It's true. You found a giant metal contraption.
What kind of tech issues did Mark have with this thing there, Wes?
I had to get a new thing mid trip.
Yep.
Well, magnet fishing,
big time.
There's no tech in magnet fishing, which is perfect.
Yeah, there's technique, which like swinging the magnet over your head like a lasso and letting go at the last minute.
Did you test to see if things magnetized to it?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. How many pounds of magnet are we talking?
A 500-pound magnet is one I have.
No. How much does it weigh? It can hoist 500 pounds.
12 pounds, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, so you got to get a little technique on that. That's some heft you're throwing out there.
If you threw it, you could maybe like at full throw. If you threw it wrong, I'll put it this way: if you threw it wrong, you could like tear your rotator cuff.
Right.
That's how heavy it is.
Which is why you like got to discus it out there, kind of.
I did discus. I did lasso. I did chuck it. PFT said maybe they should make one shaped like a football. I thought that was a great idea.
Shot put it. Kind of
dude, a discus guy, like a pro discus guy, an Olympic discus guy, even a college discus guy, you want that guy when you're magnet fishing.
Yeah, big time. Sure. Somebody could fling it real far.
But look, we were just in the wrong spot, okay? We were just in the wrong spot. There are a lot of videos of people that go south in Chicago to the south side of Chicago to magnet fish. And
more guns in the river?
Yeah. There's a lot more guns in the river. I just didn't feel comfortable this first time out going south. I will say, people in a big city don't give a shit what the fuck you're doing. But I want to talk about a New York City couple.
Good magnet fisher doesn't blame his tools.
Yeah, but if I was a murderer and I saw you fishing where I threw my gun, you'd be in trouble.
We definitely talked about that on the run. We definitely talked about that. Like, really hope. I mean, when you're looking at a spot, you're like, okay, if I was a criminal,
is that right where I dumped it?
Where am I tossing?
Toss this boy in here.
Yeah, but you think about that. You really hope he's not driving by.
We got to shoot the magnet fishing crew now. Toss a gun.
No loose ends. Yeah, I mean, it's tough.
Look, I think we just picked the wrong spot. That's pretty much it. But I learned from our mistakes. You want to be at a smaller bridge, and we're new to Chicago, so we didn't exactly know like where can we go where we can hit 1 bridge, 2 bridge, 3 bridge, 4 bridge, quickly by foot. So we hit a bridge and a dock, whatever. We'll go again. We'll find a better spot. But a couple in New York City was magnet fishing. They do this all the time. They know what they're doing. They were fishing at a lake in Flushing Meadows Corona Park in Queens on Friday, and they pulled up something absolutely insane, guys. They pulled up a safe, okay, one of those like mini safes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Anyone want to guess what's inside that right there?
Gold.
Oh, yeah,
gold.
Bullion.
$100,000 cash.
Oh yes.
Who the fuck threw that in the lake?
Dude, and look at this hoss. You know he's going to eat a lot of steaks with that cash too.
Look at that cash. Look at that dirty cash that he's going to go back and clean like a slave to it. He's going to clean it.
He's going to lay it out over like sheets in the sun. It's going to be awesome.
Oh yeah.
To the bad part about
that doesn't make sense. Like
this guy finding it is that he's going to probably waste it all in a truck. Looking at the size of him, you got to think that at least 80 grand of it's going.
He's a big guy.
Yeah.
But he loves to magnet fish. That's his main hobby. He gets out there all the time. He's way into it. Now, he said that he found safes before. This is not his first safe, okay?
Oh, okay.
So he wasn't fired up. He says, normally when I find a safe, there's little clear baggies in it, like drugs that dissolved because the water got to it, right?
Right.
Which, just as good if the drugs hadn't dissolved, but usually they dissolve. He called the cops because he's a square. And also, he obviously wanted to put this on his YouTube channel, which is like half the reason he magnet fishes. And the cops were like, yeah, no, you keep it. You keep that $100K. Because they're lazy.
Whoa. Yeah,
it's 100K.
That's awesome. No, those cops are awesome.
Pretty much, right?
Could it have been like someone that was being sued and had to declare bankruptcy? And so
somebody hiding
when they went through their house, they're like, look, no safe with the 100K in here.
Yep. I mean, a divorce or something, he thought he could get it back. He could never find it. Yeah.
Look, check all the safes in here.
In all seriousness, what the hell could it be? Like
I think it's someone trying to hide their
it's hiding assets.
Hiding your assets.
Yeah, somebody hiding their money.
Yeah.
And they thought they'd get it back, but then they just never did, probably.
It could be a mistake too, right?
It could be. Yeah, it could be like, what? You threw the wrong safe in.
Or it could have been like a robbery and they thought the bills were like sequentially.
Oh, maybe a home invasion where they had to the 5
They had to get rid of it.
Get rid of the safe.
Yeah.
I'm always a little bit skeptical because like magnet fishing is becoming not only a fun pastime, but also a really good content piece. And like, you definitely think about it when you're out there magnet fishing. Like we even did it when PFT went out and I went out there, like we caught something and I was like, lower it back so I can it was a fucking fishing reel, but like lower it back so I can pull it up on video. Definitely.
Let's get slow-mo of this screw that I'm going to pull up.
Right. Exactly. Because,
it is becoming like a trendy content thing.
Yeah.
For sure.
But it's not alive. So it's an easy thing where you could fake it too. I don't know.
Right. Could have been fake money. Did it even call the cops? That kind of thing.
Right. Could have been just like staged entirely.
Is it cake?
Yeah. Is it cake?
That looked pretty legit. I mean, that thing was busted. Like that thing was very like covered in algae and shit. That was an old ass safe. So
yeah. Okay. Anyway.
Under the water at least for a long time. So if he staged it, it was like years in the making.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I want to see the statement from the cops. I want to see
the cops video being like, "Wow, good, you can keep all this real money."
Right? Because what a backfire!
They can't do a statement now because they're going to be like, "What?
What a fucking backfire!" If they staged it, figured the cops would have nothing to say, but then the cops are like, "Oh yeah, you got to bring that in there."
No, that'd be crazy. They definitely talked to the cops about it. They wouldn't have said anything otherwise. That would be nuts.
Anyway, get out there, magnet. I got my rig for I think $45, and if you're gonna go get the $100 rig, don't get the $45 rig because there's a couple times I caught something that could have been a pipe that I was never gonna pull up, but if it wasn't a pipe,
you mean rope and magnet.
Yeah, it's called your rig, Wes. What do you refer to your metal detector as?
You could get the 500-pound magnet or the 10,000-pound magnet. Now, Pat, if you pull up a pipe, how do you decouple it? Because you're not going to pull the pipe up. How do you get your rig back?
They recommend you bring out a grappling hook. If you catch a pipe, you throw your grappling hook in there after,
and you drag up a body instead of a gun.
No, there are guys that have fucked up big time and gotten powerful magnets and landed them on pipes and pulled too hard and broke the pipe. Yeah. Which at that point you slink away.
Yeah.
Right.
Other things they pulled up: old guns, World War II grenades, full size motorcycle, foreign coins, jewelry, etc.
You know what? This though, Pat, you need to go to a lake because the lake makes a lot more sense. There's no water just like carrying all this shit away. Like, a lake
and criminals are dumb, so they throw it in a lake, which is stagnant water, versus a river, which is going to move the thing away from the crime. Yeah,
it sounds like a lake is a great place. Yeah.
I want to go. It sounds fun.
Come out. I mean,
we got to get a rig first. Wes.
I have an extra rig, so
you got a rig for me?
Maybe we should make our own rigs.
Yeah, make your own rig.
Hey, get a rig going.
Yeah. I will
work with the Loctite.
By the best.
Intern Joey says he wants to do it out here. We have the Truckee River here in Reno and Sparks, and so he said he wants to.
Reno's got all sorts of shit.
It's picked over. I mean, there's so many treasure hunters out here. It's you're going to be the 100th guy. The
number one. That's the number one profession in Reno is treasure hunter. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
You got your pan and rig, which is just a pan.
It's like retirees. It's a retiree's like number one hobby.
It's a bunch of guys show up to the bar at the end of the day after a long day of some form of treasure hunting.
Collecting rigs, just a bucket.
It's a bucket.
Chris brings up a great comment. Live chat says hard factor magnet fishing contest. Whoever finds the craziest thing wins. Could be
way into it, but I want to go with a guide who knows Chicago really well because we went out at 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock. We stayed out till like 4:30, and we just didn't know what our next move was after this first move that didn't work out really. So like we got to know like 4 spots to hit kind of thing.
You got to be careful with guides though. They're greedy and they'll kind of use you like your labor, and then they'll kind of like throw you off the trail when you find something. Weston, I found out
a good one.
And then they're like, "Oh yeah, you should just go home." And then they call their buddies out and they take what.
Really?
Yeah, I think we destroyed their property.
I think I DM'd the guide on behalf of you guys to get the guide. I think
he was super nice, but when he found out we were onto something, he started texting like his heart.
We gotta get him out of here. my yard here.
We never heard from him again.
Right.
No. Hey,
We filled it.
another
We filled it.
says second son was just born, but it's hard
Woo!
factor time. Let's go.
Nice.
Congrats.
Congrats,
Congrats,
Benjamin.
brother.
Congrats. La, 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 la.
All right. It's almost Fat Boy summer, right? Feels like it is already here in Texas. And with summer comes vacations like cruises, right? You guys like cruises, right?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't.
Yeah. I mean, I've never been on one, but I would imagine I would have a good
Neither
time.
have I. But
I went on one. It was with Mark. It was okay.
Oh, we had a great time.
We had a great time.
That was
Endless.
also that was like the worst cruise you can go on is Carnival. So,
$400 cruise.
yeah.
We're
And what do you expect for a $370 cruise?
Carnival College.
Yeah.
Special. Yeah.
buffets with
Food
ocean views
poisoning,
down
and
there.
I got it.
Yeah, exactly.
And vodka that takes like mouthwash.
Yep.
Anyway, cruises, like all vacations, something you look forward to, right? Gives you a reason to not jump out your office window. You can stare at the calendar, see those dates marked off, right? That's what vacations are for. You look forward to them, right? And then you enjoy them. And now with social media, you can also look forward to making everyone jealous by posting all the sweet pics of you, living a better life than everyone else while they stare at the window they want to jump out. It's a real fuck you, friends. Look what I'm doing, and you aren't way to live on social media. It's great. Some people even take it to the extreme and post about their vacation before they're even on it. Like, hey, look what I just booked in 3 months while you're fighting with your spouse in frigid temps, in a house you can't afford. I'm going to be on a cruise ship in the Caribbean. So fuck you, right? Fuck you, stupid life. Fuck your broke ass. I'm better than you, and I hope you rot in hell, right? At least that's the way that's the way I see it.
That's the way you read them. That's the way
I read them. Fuck you, Wes.
The timeline to you.
Yeah, fuck you piece of shit.
Sometimes
loser.
the captions just say that.
Yeah. I'm glad Wes isn't going on this vacation to the beach in New Jersey. If Home Alone were written today, Harry and Marv would have found that the McAllisters were going on vacation off social media. They wouldn't have had to scout the old-fashioned way.
Right.
Good point.
Somebody would have posted. So with social media and sharing of information online comes the opportunity for those braggadocious bastards to get theirs, which is exactly what happened to Tiffany Banks and her family. Here's Tiffany. She's a homeopathic doctor from Kentucky who booked a family vacation on the Carnival Celebration boat. There it is.
Another Carnival. Nice.
Yeah, that was her first mistake.
Yep. Well, Tiffany's this is a perfect vacation for Tiffany and her family, who went big. They booked.
They should really rebrand it Carney Cruises.
Yeah, they should. Yeah. But they went big. She likes to, she's a homeopathic doctor, probably makes a lot of money. So they booked the biggest.
So not a doctor.
I know it's not a doctor at all.
Well, she's an herbalist.
She booked the largest room on the ship, which is the Excel Presidential Suite. And she also booked some excursions, and her and her family were in for the cruise about $15K. So being the fake homeopathic doctor, she is not a real doctor who would never do this.
3-year cruise in Carnival?
Yeah, it's a
$15K.
long
I mean, let's break that down. I want to say Carnival
How many people
right now.
did she bring? Yeah.
Off the rack
rack.
is probably $5.99 a man right now.
For the no ocean view interior.
This is the Presidential Excel. I looked at it online. It's a nice room. It's got a nice balcony. It's got a private jacuzzi.
Did she buy the ship?
Right.
It's the biggest room you can get.
Biggest room, cheapest cruise line to get the biggest room for the cheapest is what she's doing.
There was like $12K for the room or $10K for the room, and like the excursions where she was in another like $3,000. She said it was like
I'm on the Carnival website. I said Carnival out of Miami because I didn't want to do like Houston because I wanted to pick like a.
Well, that's good. It's out of she was going to Miami.
Out of Miami just to give it a little bit more cred. And the top 3 things says, see it all for Miami, the Bahamas from Miami, Florida, 3 cruises from $164 per person.
Yep.
4-day cruise, Bahamas, Miami, $179 a person. Western Caribbean, $224 a person.
Dude, I could go see the Bahamas for the price it costs for me to take my kids out one day.
Yeah.
One day, $200 guaranteed.
The shitty rooms are cheap.
How did she spend that much on Carnival?
Yeah.
It was, I'm telling you, it was the biggest cruise. It was the best suite on the ship. So, you want to go big on Carnival, that's how much you're going to pay. And she decided she was going to give, people a free dose of jealousy, resentment, and posted about her trip on Facebook, which included her cruise booking number, which is Big no. So 2 days before she was supposed to leave for her trip, she got an email saying that her excursions that she booked had been canceled. She was like, it must be a mistake. I mean, I booked the presidential suite. they're going to fix this. No problem. And she called them and she thought they were going to kiss her ass, but that's not what happened. And she said that she found out not only had her excursions been canceled, but the entire cruise was canceled via Carnival's online system because some hilarious prankster in British Columbia stole her booking number, created a fake profile, and then ruined her entire family's vacation.
Refunded to their account. Yeah. Wow.
No.
Wait, was it that?
They just canceled it. They just fucked with Tiffany. They just
West it.
They just West it. Yeah, they just fucked with
just to fuck with.
Yeah, they didn't steal it. They just ruined it.
Yeah, they ruined it. Yeah.
They West it.
Wait,
I'm gonna West this bitch. Look at her boasting.
Here's a random person in British Columbia. How the fuck did they see her post?
Just on Facebook. I don't know. I don't know where she posted it, but someone got a hold of it. And so,
to be honest, they saved her $15,000 because that's Royal Caribbean numbers. I mean, what are we doing here?
Right, you should be going on like Princess or whatever.
Yeah,
for that price. Yeah,
really expensive. So also because
sailing
Carnival has a cancellation policy that states no money will be returned within 15 days of the cruise. They said the best that we can do, Tiffany, because we already rebooked your room, is 2 interior rooms for that, probably $165 a night in the interior.
Yeah,
and
you don't want that, Pat. And I can tell you don't want that.
Dude. Yeah. God save the people who get sat with her at dinner, because she's just going to be starting off first with, I'm a homeopathic doctor, first and foremost, followed up by why she shouldn't be with you plebes.
Yep.
Yeah. So what did she do? She said, you know what? Fuck it. I already booked the plane tickets. We're going to go down there and we're going to try to bitch our way onto the cruise ship.
Might work.
And here's a video that she posted after she tried to do that.
Pay no attention to my 11s because I was crying.
My 11s.
But we are here at the port and it just really hit me, and it became real whenever I seen the ship that we should be leaving on, and it's not fair.
You love your doctor to use improper English.
Yeah.
Saw.
Here's a picture of Tiffany's.
So just watching the cruise ship.
Thinking about all the work she did to get there.
She dragged her family, her kids, all the luggage down to the port to watch the cruise ship leave.
But she couldn't get because she said no to the interior rooms.
She said no to the interior rooms, right?
And then she tried to bitch her way back on, and they were just like, "No, not screwed."
Do you remember the interior rooms, Pat? Every time you'd walk down the halls, if the door opened a few inches, you would just see genitalia.
It was horrible. I mean, it was horrible. It's not a vacation.
She'll get the money back though somehow because of how big the story's gotten.
Well, so the conclusion was so far, right? I think you're right. Well, I think she will get it back. But the conclusion was that Carnival called her. They ended up booking an Airbnb in Miami or somewhere. And then she kept posting updates, probably ruined her family's vacation by talking about it nonstop, posting updates on TikTok. So she finally got a hold of Carnival and like, we found out that you're an idiot and you posted your booking number online. So someone stole your identity and canceled your trip. Here's what we can do. We can give you a credit for $10,404, but you have to post a new video on TikTok saying, quote, something to the effect of Carnival has now resolved the issue. And Tiffany said, fuck that.
Really?
I ain't fucking dealing with it. She was asking people like if they're lawyers and other TikToks, give her a call.
So she was offered a refund to just
partially. She was offered a refund to use. She was offered a credit to use in a future cruise,
and they blackmailed her into promoting them.
Yeah,
I don't know if she paid $15,000, $10,400 to end. You have to do a video saying they're the shit. I don't think so. I'm with her on that.
Yeah. So she's gonna get her money back because
she will eventually.
It's gotten big now, and it's New York Post is covering it. But
that offer seemed like the Louisville police offer to Scotty Scheffler.
Right. Yeah. Which he took just out of the goodness of his heart,
Right.
Or the Cartier guy Cartiers, and they were like, how about we give you a free, bottle of champagne instead of the cheap earrings that you were able to score.
That psycho has a better degree than you?
Yeah. Yeah, the guy that responded on Instagram. Anyway. We try to keep you updated. I'm sure she's going to get her money back, but just the thought of her standing on the port with her family
that's funny. Yeah,
amazing.
6-day cruise, Miami to the Caribbean, $384 a person. Carnival.
Yeah,
Interior
room. She paid premium for it. I don't know why.
You think that's not the Excel presidential suite?
Okay, so look here, the suite, the best one is $1,300 per person for a 6-day cruise. How many fucking family members was she bringing?
Probably
15,000 doesn't make any sense.
Well, the excursions, she said, added up too.
What? How did she already book the? Okay.
I think it was 10,000. I think they offered I think it was 10,000.
You pre-booked the excursion.
Yeah. It sounds like the 10,400.
It was in the ballpark.
She's a liar.
That was a full refund. She claimed it was 15,000.
She's a liar. Yeah.
The 10,400.
No one's ever paid $15,000 on a.
Why would they have offered her a partial refund? No, that was the full thing she paid to them.
Yeah, with tax and excursions, 10,000.
Okay.
Yeah,
sorry, it had to have been 15,000.
Right. Because otherwise, why would they offer a partial refund? Maybe without the excursions, but yeah, that's
the excursions might be subbed out to a third party.
Right. So maybe the excursions is what she got screwed on, but still, no chance. Yeah, that it was the full 15, and it was around 15,000. Like it was some type of number, not exactly 15,000.
Even with the drink packages, and she's not getting her kids the drink packages. It just doesn't add up. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, she's still going to get her refund, which is probably 10,400.
Yeah,
is my guess.
The article said that amount.
And then she's probably going to post a video explaining she got the refund, satisfying the terms of the deal anyways.
Because the article said that I believe
does for a living is
because they didn't want to argue
sell
with the
essential oils and
psychopath.
post videos to TikTok.
Sure.
Yeah.
Watch out. I think part of her medical degree was witchcraft.
Yeah.
She's not a math major, is she? 15,000.
You can see my degree behind me.
Playing with fire.
I'm not a numbers doc. Okay?
Did you say it expires?
Yeah, you got to re-up like a esthetician.
The homeopathic license.
Yeah.
It's serious business. All right. A couple more oddities for you to close out the show. Lots of oddities in the news. We pride ourselves on keeping the Heart of Hive up to date with most of them. 2 more today after the ones you've already heard. Did you know that in addition to Cicada-geddon, which is, gripping the eastern United States this year, that the western United States is also dealing with a devastating insect infestation? Did you know that?
Well, what are those?
Those crickets?
That's right, Wes. That right there is the incredible pesky Mormon cricket.
I read about this recently.
Oh, they go door to door, huh?
Yeah, they're
annoying.
Real annoying. Always asking you to convert. And they have been plaguing eastern Nevada since 2006 when a massive swarm of them came over from Utah. And they've been thick on the roads in Eureka and Elko counties ever since then. And they're causing trucks. They're so thick on the road, they're causing trucks to spin out and to get into wrecks. And so when they're guts, the guts, Wes, when they're crushed, the Mormon crickets leave behind a foul-smelling sludge that can pose serious driving hazards.
That's their sins.
Yeah. Right on the road for you.
Their naughty thoughts.
Yeah, and it makes the road slick, extremely slick and unpredictable for stopping distance. The Eureka Sheriff's Office said while they were dealing with several crashes, including the 2 I'm showing to you of tractor trailers that were just, taken off the road easily by these disgusting, slick Mormon crickets and just slid right off there. So, it's pretty nuts. It's basically the bugs. Remember the last Jurassic World, the ones they like bioengineered that are like really invasive and they eat the shit out of crops. It's basically those. That's what the Mormon cricket is. And it's been plaguing eastern Nevada, like I said, ever since they came over in a massive swarm from Utah in 2006. And so we'll never be free of the Mormons' grasp out here in the Silver State, no matter how hard we try. We broke off from them to become a state, still grasped by the Mormon cricket. So
that's intense.
Yeah.
Because it's their insides.
Yeah.
Intestines, yes. Yeah. True. Their thoraxes are all over the road. And the final oddity for today comes to you from a Welsh married couple with 2 superpowers. One having incredibly thick necks. Okay. Look at the necks on their mugshot.
Look like siblings.
Yeah. 7 C's.
They look like they both got stung by the same bee.
Yep. all over their head and neck. Yeah.
Like rock'em sock'em boxers.
You would never knock these two out, Mark.
They look like a police thumbprint piece of paper POV.
Yeah, it was love at first sight when they went face to face because they couldn't turn.
Yeah, I didn't know Butterbean had children and they married each other. You know, that's what they kind of look like.
Just get to the side of these guys and you're safe.
Their second superpower, besides having incredibly thick necks, is having a skill for dining and dashing to feed their incredibly thick-necked family habit. And 39 years old and Bernard, 41 years old, and McDonough, that's the two of them I'm showing you, have these immaculate mugshots because they were caught dying and ditching the bill at least 5 restaurants in the UK recently, totaling more than 1,000 pounds, but they were caught for. And Anne was also shopping.
What they weigh together, huh?
Yeah, they ate their weight.
Yeah, they ate their weight in pounds. Yeah, and then Anne was also shoplifting at the designer outlets in Swansea in Wales to boot. So you know they're just running roughshod all over southern Wales, eating wherever they want, taking the clothes wherever they want. Inspector Andrew Headley said they deliberately ran up huge bills at restaurants, which they had no intention of paying. This had a significant impact on the premises they targeted, one of which was a newly opened at the time. Reducing and preventing business and retail crime is a priority within Swansea City, and any crime will be fully investigated. These, with those found offending, brought to justice. And the couple would apparently order expensive food and drinks for their entire meal before leaving without paying. Sometimes they'd leave a child behind in the restaurant, claiming that they were going outside to the ATM to get cash. And then the children were taught to then run away after they left. So they had the kids in on the scheme too.
The kids are clutch.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a pretty impressive scheme they had. Even the kids. And since they've both been sentenced to prison time, you know, the Welsh courts are going to have to figure something out, because who's going to take the thick-necked kids dining and ditching if mom and dad are both locked up? You know, so they're going to have to figure that out, the Welsh courts, because those kids got to eat. I mean, you can imagine the necks on them with these two parents. Yeah.
They're going to be a neck full.
Yeah, they really are. And that's it for Hard Factor today. If you need more, remember, you can always go to patreon.com/Hard Factor for up to 3 weekly bonus podcasts. And also let us know if you're having any issues with the pod. You know, we're changing over to Megaphone. It's going to be better for everybody, but there could be growing pains. Just let us know. Most importantly, get out there and have yourselves a great fucking day.